Eric Adams, this dude, I'm about to show you this video. Just look at this dude, man. You can, as a black man, we got, just let your spidey senses, my spidey senses tingle when I see a nigga like this. As a black man, you gonna see. As a black man, you gonna see. Okay, here we go. Let's see what this is, because this was the last debate. So I'm gonna share with you a little snippets from this debate.
Thank you, Mr. Thank you. Thank you. Buenas noches a todos. Our next elevator pitch is for Mr. Donovan and Mr. Adams. Mr. Adams, next week, a city board will decide if nearly 1 million apartments will get a rent freeze. You have advocated against a rent freeze.
All right, just for the record, that's him. Look at that face. I want you to look at that damn face. This is who George Floyd. This is the ex-captain of the New York City Police Department who is in favor of stop and frisk and is also in favor of having the cops having to do less paperwork, meaning less transparency, so they can spend more time on the streets and do what they do best. Lock niggas and beat niggas and kill niggas that look like me and you up. Okay, this is what his plan is. He wants to put more cops on the street, want them to do less paperwork, which again means less transparency and less accountability. He wants to probably re-implement, I would imagine, because he's all for stop and frisk, where police can see you basically as being stopped for being black, because that's what stop and frisk was. I'm from New York, nigga. They used to pull up on me all the time, right? Anytime you black, you gonna look suspicious, right? Every black person looks suspicious to a white racist. So stop and frisk was probably one of the most racist police policies in the country. And this is what this black Sambo ass motherfucker dude head, his supports. So just look at this face. You make sure you see him good. I just want to get a freeze frame on so you can have, I want this picture seared in your head. This is him. Now does that look like the face of somebody you can trust? If you black, that's what I'm gonna ask you right now. Even if you white, you can pitch in too. You don't have to be black to take a part in these conversations. As a white person or a black person, when you look at that motherfucking face, look at that black man's face. Does that look like the face of a nigga you can trust? Now what the hell would make George Floyd brother endorse and support this goddamn buffoon? Let's listen to this dude, man.
Siding with landlords. What's your 30-second pitch to the tenant who cannot afford an increase? Tell that tenant, how will you help them? Time starts now. We need a rent rate.
What the hell is wrong with the moderator too? What the hell is wrong with it? I would have said, man, can somebody please translate and get me somebody? What the hell is the moderator talking about? Hell, time, can you? I understand because, you know, you got broken English, so you got damn Latino, but goddamn, man, this is a debate. You can't be talking incoherent. I would have said, excuse me, what the fuck did what the fuck did he just say? What the fuck did he just say? Let me rewind it, because I don't know what he was doing. Okay, I can follow. I'm following along. I'm listening close. I'm Latino too, but okay. And then at the end, he lost it. That motherfucker, I don't know what the hell this man said. Why, I'd have been sweating bricks. This motherfucker trying to sabotage my campaign. Let's hear this man again.
The next elevator pitch is for Mr. Donovan and Mr. Adams. Mr. Adams, next week, a city board will decide if nearly 1 million apartments will get a rent freeze. You have advocated against a rent freeze, siding with landlords. What's your 30-second pitch to the tenant who cannot afford an increase? Tell that tenant, how will you help them? Time.
That part right there, he was doing good as hell. Yo, that very end part, he lost that whole shit. What?
What's your 30-second pitch to the tenant who cannot afford an increase? Tell that tenant, how will you help them? Time starts now.
What?
Need a rent freeze for the over 1 million tenants in the city, and I did not side with the landlords. In fact, what I stated was that we need to look at the small property owners. Those small property owners, 1 to 4 family homes. If you do a rent freeze without ensuring that we don't have a mortgage freeze or compensate them, you're going to have those small property owners lose their home. That is going to be the greatest loss of wealth for black and brown people in this city. We can't allow that to happen. Let's have a rent freeze for the larger units, but we should not have it for those smaller units. Thank you. Mr. Donovan, a reverse scenario for you. What do you say to the small landlord who says, with a rent freeze, I cannot afford to maintain their property and pay my bills?
Okay, Mr. Donovan, this ain't about you, so nobody give a damn. Look at this. This is why I said I think we're in a simulation. Look at this candidate here. Look at Mr. Donovan. Is this shit for real, man? Is this dude trying to become the? Look at this dude, Mr. Donovan, man. Is this a Colin Farrell movie? This motherfucker look like he on a Colin Farrell movie, man. What the hell is this? Who in the hell is Mr. Donovan? What the? This can't be real, man. Damn, boy, I paused that nigga at the right time. Who in the fuck is this guy? Oh, Mr. Donovan, you got no chance in the blue blazes hell of becoming mayor of New York. Oh my God, man. Who in the hell even suggested that this fool should run? What the hell is wrong with his neck? I'm pretty sure this nigga is one of the goddamn aliens. He came out one of them goddamn UFOs we been seeing. He looked like some Men in Black type shit. Look at that nigga neck to shoulder ratio. I hope y'all can see this shit good, man. Hold on, man. Let me make this shit big for you, man. Yo, look at the nigga. No, look at the nigga neck to shoulder ratio. That nigga got a long ass. That nigga neck is the size of my torso, homie. What in the hell is going on with Mr. Donovan, man? God damn, boy. I should have been paying attention to this shit, man. But that made my night. Okay, I'm gonna stop clowning, man. Let's get back professional so I can finish this off. But Mr. Donovan looks crazy as hell, man. I don't know who the I bet when he wake up too and he put his suit on and shit, he getting ready, I bet he be thinking, you got it, man. You the shit. I don't know who in the hell told you or talked you into doing this shit, Mr. Donovan. Whatever goddamn rock you crow from under, it's time for you to slither your ass back under there. I ain't gonna say that. I don't even know the man politics, man. But just being superficial right now, judging him on a goddamn book by the cover type level, man. That nigga look ain't no way, man. He don't got the mayor look. That nigga look unfit to serve. If I just judge him by what I see, I don't think he could be any worse than goddamn Adams. Yeah, let's look at this. Response. I think this is where they're gonna get on his ass because he don't even live in New York.
We're gonna begin with you. This morning, Eric Adams informed us that he had changed his mind about participating in this debate after refusing the invitation earlier in the week. About the same time, a published report came out questioning his residency. Do you believe that Mr. Adams lives in New York City?
Well, I'm glad Eric is here. Thank you on behalf of the voters of New York City, Eric. But I want to reflect, Maurice, on the oddness and the bizarreness of where we are in this race right now, where Eric is literally trying to convince New Yorkers where he lives and that he lives in this basement. And it's troubling because Eric, unfortunately, has not only been not straightforward, but he's been hypocritical. He spent months attacking me for not being a New Yorker. Meanwhile, he was attacking me from New Jersey. He calls himself a reformer, but he's been investigated for corruption at every stage, city, state, even Barack Obama's Federal Department of Justice. And he says he's the blue-collar mayor. Meanwhile, he's a landlord.
Not only is Terrence Floyd, George Floyd's brother, supporting this bald-headed Sambo-ass nigga, but also, you just heard him say what? We just heard him say that he was being investigated. Also, the Barack Obama administration had to investigate this man for corruption and fraud as a police officer, as it pertains to his policing. You understand? As it pertains to his policing. Let's go back and that was key.
He calls himself a reformer, but he's been investigated for corruption at every stage, city, state, even Barack Obama's Federal Department of Justice.
So not only is George Floyd brother endorsing an ex-cop, but he's endorsing an ex-corrupt cop. George Floyd right now is turning over in his damn grave.
He says he's the blue-collar mayor. Meanwhile, he's a landlord with 5 units who doesn't report any rental income. So I'm glad you're here to answer some of these questions, Eric, but unfortunately his tour of the basement raised more questions than it answered for many New Yorkers, including me.
Ms. Wiley, do you believe Mr. Adams lives in the city?
Miss Wiley, she seems to be the one to probably go for. Miss Wiley seems to got stuff. I'm gonna look at. There's just so much stuff to read and keep up with. You can't keep up with anything. But I didn't particularly find this very interesting, this mayoral race, so I stayed away from it. But goddamn it, I'm telling you one thing, it caught my attention now. I think it's very interesting now to me what the hell's going on with this race. So I'm gonna be keeping up with this. But let's see. Let's skip all this. I want y'all to hear this dude talk.
Landlord to pay and account for rents in rental property. And of course, there's the question of remembering his position a year ago on stop and frisk, where he said it was a great tool that he used often. And the issue is honesty.
He said stop and frisk was a great tool, and when he was a police officer, he always used it. This is one of his best friends. The most racist policy against black and Latino males in the fucking country. This black bald-headed BBQ ass looking Uncle Festa ass dude said it was his greatest stop and frisk. It came in handy for me to lock up my fellow brothers and sisters. Ain't nothing like that damn stop and frisk to be able to crack a nigga head. Look at this man's face, man. Who would trust that? George Floyd, brother, I think that nigga smoking crack. I'm gonna say he on drugs.
It's a humble place, but it's a blue-collar place. I'm a blue-collar candidate. I live in Brooklyn, New York. I'm proud of that.
He almost stuttered when he said that. You know he lying. Listen, look back at it. I'm gonna rewind it a little bit. He almost stuttered. He couldn't even get that out of his goddamn mouth.
That's where I live. It's a humble place.
Mr. Adams, your chance to respond.
Thank you.
To tackle economic justice, to tackle education. If people go at the end of the night, they want to know what you do.
Look at the candidates, man. Who the hell is this? You're not going to the gym. You're actually going to City Hall.
Thank you for that. And you know what? I agree with Scott.
Adams might win compared to everybody else who's running against him.
You know what people are asking about. I live in Brooklyn. I live in Bedford-Stuyvesant. I am happy to be there. It's a beautiful community. That's where I live. It's a humble place, but it's a blue-collar place. I'm a blue-collar candidate. I live in Brooklyn, New York. I'm proud of that.
It's almost like he's reading from a prompt, right? I live in Brooklyn. Brooklyn, right? Yeah. Oh, yeah. I live in Brooklyn. I'm proud of it.
I served as a police officer in Brooklyn. I became a state senator elected from Brooklyn, and now I am the Brooklyn Borough President. And we can play these silly conversations, but we can do exactly what Scott Stringer stated. I know what people are concerned about on the ground because I'm on the ground. I don't live in New Paltz. I live in Brooklyn, and I love the place that Tracy and I were able to obtain. I have not seen her in 2 months after Saturday when I went over to see her. But she's sacrificing because she knows how important this is.
Eric, I just want to say as a candidate, we've been on dozens of forums together, and I've never seen that basement apartment in my life. And I think the other candidates here would agree. But we have seen the New Jersey background, and apparently the doormen in Fort Lee recognize you immediately. When you say, hey, who's this person? They say, Eric Adams, 22H.
May I respond? 15 seconds, we got to move on. Yes. I was asked by Mr.
They say Eric Adams, 22H. This nigga just doxed him. He gave his address. They say that's Eric Adams, 22H.
Yang to produce my Easy Pass. I did. Then he started to say, produce what milk you have in your fridge, produce what type of vegan cheese you have. This is silly. I live in Bed-Stuy. I'm a Brooklynite, and I'm proud to be a Brooklynite.
Okay, thank you. We're going to move on.
Nigga, please. Huh? How about that? That black guy you seen just speaking is who Terrence Floyd, George Floyd brother, is endorsing. A cop who is for wanting to put more police on the streets, who is against defunding the police, which is the major push and initiative for the Black Lives Matter platform. And I'm not talking about the organization, I'm talking about us, the people. He's against defunding. So George Floyd's brother, who got killed by the police, now that he got all that fucking money, because they got the largest lawsuit paid to the Floyd family, now all of a sudden he doesn't want to defund the police. He thinks now that he feels that he's got some money, he's not in the, we need to put more police on the street now. Boy, how do things change when a nigga gets some money? I hate to see what the fuck gonna happen when some of these niggas get this reparation that they come out. That's why I've been scared. I don't know how I feel about that. Right, because if getting reparations gonna cause me to create for me more enemies, which means more headaches and just man. If niggas get money, it seems that they always a lot of them become enemies. They always jump sides. I pray that I'm not going to be like that. I pray, I'm claiming that I'm going to come into some money. Lord Jesus knows I'm going to do it. But I pray that I don't be like that. I don't lose my way. Terrence Floyd, remember that name. We gonna be out on this one, but I thought I'd do this because ain't nobody else talking about it, so I'm just gonna do it. You know, I don't have no love for all this shit. Now I speak facts here. I don't give a damn if your ass black. I don't give a damn if your ass white. I don't give a damn if your ass Filipino, Chinese, Puerto Rican, Asian, Mexican. It don't matter to me. I don't give a damn if you're a Republican. I don't give a damn if you're a Democrat. I don't give a damn if you call yourself a progressive. I'm about facts and shit that makes logical sense. And what don't make no damn sense is how Terrence Floyd, George Floyd's brother, who just was a part of one of the largest settlements in American history, is now coming out right after that and now has flipped the script and is in favor of the police, saying we need more police. He doesn't think we should defund the police, but we need to do more funding for the police. He is against every thing that we protested for. This motherfucker, well, why didn't you come out from the beginning and say you did? Hey man, ain't no need for y'all to protest for me and my family and shit to get this money and for George Floyd dying, because we don't believe in none of that shit y'all protested for. Why your fat black cock-eyed ass never came out and said that with your Coke bottle glasses, nigga? Terrence Floyd, why when we was protesting, getting our heads beat and getting pepper spray, getting tased, getting maced, getting bed sprayed, getting beat, getting hit with fucking ran over with horses, getting goddamn flashbang, getting shot, getting goddamn choked out, getting hit and our limbs, eyes and shit falling out, getting hit with rubber bullets. When all this shit was taking place over this last summer, why didn't you come out and your family come out and say, hey guys, just go back home. We don't believe in the protests. We don't believe in what you're standing for, right? Because a lot of people went getting locked the fuck up. All the people that got locked up for you and your bitch ass and your family. You know how many motherfucking lives were put in jeopardy and danger, and some lives lost? You had the Kenosha shooting. People were actually losing their goddamn lives fucking with your fat black ass. Why you didn't come out back then and say, hey guys, I'm with the white folk over here. We don't need no Black Lives Matter protest. We don't need to defund the police. This is not what the Floyd family is about. That way we could have took your ass off the agenda. No, you used us and you used the movement so you can get your goddamn settlement. You was out there on the microphone. I remember your little fat black ass and your other brothers in them. Y'all was on the goddamn microphone, standing there, talking about how we need to unite, egging on the protesters. As soon as you got your fucking money, now you done flip-flop. Boy, I'm telling you, boy, hell is hot, man. And Satan is no fury like Satan's fury. He coming for your ass, boy. I'm sure of it. If there was a place in hell or ever such thing named the hell, I pray you go there. That's where you need to be. Anyway, on that note, we're going to leave out of here, man. Look out for the videos. I'll be dropping some videos. I appreciate y'all keeping that membership. I'm going to keep bringing y'all those facts. I'm going to keep bringing you this truth. And I'm going to keep bringing you shit that's relevant. I cannot believe for the life of me that George Floyd's brother is endorsing and standing with the fucking enemy. This is truly unbelievable. And on that note, blessings, peace, and love to you and all that you cherish. Remember, stay safe, stay healthy, and most of all, stay authentic. Peace.